Good afternoon. I'm 14 First Alert meteorologist Arden Gregory. Lots of sunshine out there today. That's a live look at the Evansville riverfront. It's going to be warm and sunny all afternoon, almost summer-like out there. It certainly doesn't feel like tomorrow is the first day of October. We will see a few clouds Wednesday into Thursday, but I still don't think we'll see any rain, and then it'll be warm and sunny again as we get into the weekend. Satellite and radar showing just a few tiny white spots on the map there, a few fair weather clouds, but mainly sunny and dry across our entire region. Under all this sunshine, our temperatures have climbed into the mid to upper 80s. It's 84 right now in Newburgh, and that's the coolest spot on the map. 87 currently in Evansville and Owensboro. Henderson and Madisonville are at 88, and I think we'll tack on a couple more degrees this afternoon, topping out in the upper 80s to maybe even 90 degrees in some locations, well above average for this time of year. As the sun begins to set, we'll cool things back off out of the 80s through the 70s and the 60s, eventually bottoming out in the upper 50s to right around the 60-degree mark by the end of the night under clear skies. Then tomorrow, we start out mostly sunny, but I do think we'll see a few more clouds as we get into the afternoon. Quite a bit of sunshine still breaking through though, and it'll be another warm one with high temperatures once again in the upper 80s. Just for some perspective, our normal highs this time of year would be in the mid to upper 70s. So we are running more than 10 degrees above average today, and it's still going to be about 10 degrees warmer than normal through the rest of this week, and we hold on to the mid 80s even into the start of next week. So very warm and almost summer-like even as we kick off the month of October. As for the tropics, keeping a close eye on them, Hurricane Umberto is weakening, and it is now a Category 1 hurricane. At one point it was a 4 or even briefly a 5. It was a very large, very strong storm. Thankfully it stayed out to sea. It has now weakened back out to a Category 1. Imelda was a tropical storm. It's now strengthened to a Category 1 hurricane. It has also changed direction, which is big news for the southeast U.S. Umberto is going to keep weakening and pushing back out to sea. Imelda was initially forecast to come up and basically hit South Carolina. It has now turned. It's moving to the east-northeast, heading back out to sea. It will keep strengthening and will likely be a Category 2 hurricane when it hits Bermuda. And then it'll weaken back out as it pushes off to the northeast. So end of last week, South Carolina was bracing for the worst, thinking that they would get hit by at least a tropical storm, maybe even a hurricane. Now it looks like that storm is going to move back out to sea, and that means the risk of any tropical storm force winds, damaging winds, will stay out in the ocean, with the exception of that one little spot there. That is the poor little island of Bermuda that is going to get rocked by Imelda later this week. The rainfall also largely not impacting the U.S. It'll fall mainly out over the water. If we do get any heavy rain or flooding, it would most likely be along the east coast of Florida, but some of that rain is going to come in multiple rounds. It won't be all at once, so still not anticipating a major flood risk there. And you'll notice the lighter showers not really reaching the tri-state. We have a very, very isolated chance of rain over the next 7 days, and really it's not until we get into next week. So a few clouds, mainly later in the day tomorrow through Wednesday night into Thursday, but some sunshine still in the mix too. Then we've got lots of sunshine Friday, Saturday, Sunday, highs in the mid 80s, so warm and sunny still for that first weekend of October. The Fall Festival starts on Monday, still mostly sunny, highs in the mid 80s. There's a very isolated chance we could get some rain Monday into Tuesday of next week, but it seems pretty spotty. I think many of us will stay dry. We may see some rain later in the week though. When we look at the extended outlook from Wednesday, October 8th up through the 14th, it does show a trend toward above average temperatures across the tri-state, and notice above average precipitation to our northeast as that weather system starts to slide, or to our northwest, I'm sorry, as that system starts to slide to the southeast. It could bring some rain to the tri-state as we go through next week, but Still a lot of uncertainty there. We're talking about something that's more than a week away still. So through at least the next few days, it's still going to be mostly sunny and much warmer than you would expect. It is not going to feel like October out there. We're running about 10 degrees warmer than average, with those highs remaining in the mid to upper 80s. All right, that wraps up your forecast, but don't go anywhere. Jamie French will be right back with your latest news headlines.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices. Live from 14 News, this is a 14 Digital News Desk update.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for our 2:30 streaming show. I'm Jamie French. Robinson Miles has the day off. We're going to bring you a couple top news headlines, starting off with something that we actually pushed out on our 14 News app earlier today. Just another quick heads up for any Henderson drivers out there. A train bridge in the city was hit by a semi this morning. Police say drivers should avoid the area of 3rd and 4th Streets on Ingram. They say that the area will be closed for several hours. Now, our Gabe Pontonis was out at that scene, so he's going to have more information from authorities later tonight on 14 News. And of course, we'll keep you updated when that opens back up. Now, we do have another update in traffic alerts for the week of the Fall Festival. Like Arden mentioned, first full day is this coming Monday. Evansville water crews say there will only be one area with road work during that busy week on West Franklin Street. Officials say that drivers will still want to be careful on St. Joe near the Lloyd Expressway. That's highlighted in red on this map here. Those current lane restrictions will still be in place. Trucks needing to go south on St. Joe should use Wabash Avenue to Ohio Street to get back to St. Joe and Ray Becker Parkway. In good news, though, officials say Indiana, Lemecki, and 9th through 12th Streets, including Wabash, will all be open to traffic during that busy Fall Festival week. Officials say crews will get back to work on October 13th when everything sort of calms down on the west side. Some of those road restrictions will be back in place that time. So that's some good news for people who are especially trying to get to the Fall Festival and find parking on those side streets. Things will sort of open back up to let you through. Now, here's another fun story that just came into our newsroom today. We are looking ahead to early next year. A whole new world is set to take over the Ford Center. Disney on Ice returns to downtown Evansville on January 29th. It will then run through February 1st. The new show is called Disney on Ice Presents Jump In. Ford Center officials say the new show will feature over 50 Disney characters, favorite Disney songs, figure skating, of course, and aerial acrobats. Now, pre-sale tickets are on sale right now, and then the general public tickets will go on sale October 7th. So, of course, mark your calendars. Always a fun event for the kiddos and maybe any Disney adults like me out there. All right, that will wrap things up this afternoon. Thanks so much for watching, and of course, we're going to have a lot more stories for you, a lot more details on all of these stories later tonight on 14 News 4, 5, 6, and then again at 10. Have a great day.